high school students out on a spring break camp. And the main goal over the last few years, since we've had funding from the Forest Service, is to really expose them to careers. Real life, hands-on exposure to what it would be like for a day in the life in a career as a fish biologist or a botanist.
Today we started out at the Sandy River Delta. We talked to the fish biologist and an ecologist. They discussed the Sandy River and what had gone on in the past, the building of the dam, and how they're actually going to take it out.
When they take out this dam, they're going to have to actually take out a lot of sediments to allow the water to start coming through here.
Where do you put all that?
Well, it's being dispersed over the rest of the area here. Oh. None of the material is being taken away. It's just being deposited on site. Many of us are hoping that the river will want to go through here and will actually retake. A lot of the sediment will be washed away out down the Columbia, and eventually this will become the major channel once again.
Once we finished there, we went to Multnomah Falls. We talked to a fish biologist, got his story on how he became a fish biologist. He really talked about the competitiveness of the field, but how you can navigate in that field and actually get eventually to your goal.
I'll just give you an example of what I did to get this position that I got. I knew there was a position open on the Mount Hood National Forest for a fish biologist, and I said, I want that position. How am I going to do that? And so what I did is right away I called the hiring official and said, my name is Greg Warner. I'm very interested in this position. Could you tell me more?
And then we came here to the Wakena Falls. It's a project for the kids to actually really start thinking for themselves and how they would design changes to if they had to restore a certain site. How all the challenges that they face and how they would try to do it as sensitively as possible with the guidance of the botanist and the fish biologist. I think it's a really fun activity for them, and everybody seems to be having a good time with this one.
Places, we're just going to characterize a few basic things about the stream. This stream, how wide it is, how big the rocks are, and how steep it is.
Because we work with Native American youth, it's a shared community value with the Native people to care for the earth and to be stewards of the earth, and it makes sense for a lot of our youth to want to go into these types of careers, and it's something that can be long-term for them. And we teach, starting from kindergarten on up, that giving back to the community is very important. And so the Forest Service, by the overall goal of protecting the environment and serving the community, aligns really well with our students' values and what they're wanting to do anyway. We know there's a lot of careers that are opening up too, and if we can help them find solid careers at a young age and go into something that will be there long-term where they can give back, it's a great fit.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, because there's a whole bunch of different fields and a whole bunch of different careers and things that you could pursue that has anything to do with wildlife. And it's not always a right or wrong answer, and everything has to incorporate everyone's different opinions and different ideas.
The people that you see in the office are 17.5.
Every stream, just like, it's kind of like the laws of physics, Every stream acts the same way in certain situations, but every place is different.
I think it's very helpful to know about your surroundings and our environment. It's very interesting, and I really learned new things.
We'll encourage scholarship assistance and finding those 4-year programs in Oregon that can help them cover the sciences. So definitely, the more exposure they get, the more excited and willing they'll get to take those opportunities.
We're putting the seed in the ground, and you never know what path they're going to choose, because in a lot of ways the path chooses for them. But we put the seed, and hopefully it'll germinate, and at least a couple of them maybe will take the path working in the natural sciences.